So you should have a map with volcanoes, earthquakes, and the Mid-Atlantic Ridge on it. If you cannot see this layer of earthquakes in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, you're going to want to click on layers, and you can turn the visibility of any particular layer on or off by clicking on the eye. So for instance, the Mid-Atlantic one defaults to being turned off, so you'll want to make sure that you turn it on. So the first thing that we're going to do is to add a layer so that we can start sketching on that layer. So we're going to use the drop-down menu here in the layer toolbar and click on Create Sketch Layer. You'll notice my tools appear on the right-hand side. It's defaulting to a point tool. We're going to be using the polygon tool. Before I do that, I'm going to zoom in a little bit on the area I'm going to study. Not too much, but I'm looking at the Caribbean area here. And when I click on the polygon tool, I can now click on my map. You'll see this thick layer of earthquakes and volcanoes that makes a bit of a ring here in the Caribbean Sea. This is one tectonic plate. Notice there's almost no earthquakes in the middle, but we have this ring of earthquakes on the outside. So over here we've got a plate, over here we've got a plate, and a little tiny plate in the middle. So we're going to draw this little tiny plate in the middle by slowly clicking our way over top of the thick line of earthquakes. And eventually we're going to have to do a little bit of guesswork. Does it go up here? Maybe, maybe not. And I'm sort of guessing it connects back here. So I don't like those colors. I want to make the colors unique. So I can click on this, choose a particular color scheme that I like, and I'm going to want to change the transparency here down to about 50%, maybe a little less. We still want to be able to see through it, but we don't want it to be 100% transparent. It's also a good idea to outline it in black, but make the line thickness maybe around 4, so it's a little bit more distinctive. All right, so now we need to give the polygon a name, so it's covering the Caribbean Sea here. You can see Caribbean Sea, so I'm going to rename it Caribbean Sea. And we're good. Now you'll notice down here, we've got a very thick line of earthquakes and another thick line of earthquakes, and then sort of spotty information towards the south and the north. Notice that we don't collect a lot of information all over the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, and as a result, that's why we have some knowledge gaps. Likewise, down in the Antarctic, we don't have a lot of sensors down there, so it's a bit spotty with our information down there. So it's always a good idea to start our next polygon where the last one ended. So if this is a plate here, there must be a plate on the other side of it here. So we're going to draw right along the edge of the previous plate, and then I'm going to continue to follow down through this thick line of earthquakes and volcanoes, occasionally clicking, and then I'm going to do a little bit of guesswork down here. Not quite sure where to go, but we're assuming this. And once we get back up to about here, I'm guessing that it just connects over to here. And I double click. Once again, I need to give the name of my plate an appropriate title. So in this case, South American plate. And in this case, we're going to change the color to, I don't know, something completely different. It's okay to use blue. So I'm going to go with blue and make it less transparent. Outline it in black. And we're good to go. It's always a good idea to go save. Save. Don't do save as. You only do save as the first time you save it. to make sure that you don't lose any of your work. Notice it's giving me this, you might want to click on update sharing. It may not allow you to do that, but okay. So once we've got that done, we're going to continue drawing at least 7, hopefully 10 plates around your entire map. You can click on this little pointer or select tool in order to be able to move around the map. You should be able to clearly see some of these smaller plates, but there's nothing smaller than the Caribbean plate. Most of them are much larger. You can see Africa here is going to be a large plate. It's a bit confusing in North America because there isn't much data at the top. You're going to have to just sort of assume, draw a straight line across here because there isn't a lot of data.